So I wanted to just go over setting up something that was metal. So this microscope is set up already, and if we pop into here, there's a metalicity sampler which is using a metalness map, which works in much the same way as you would expect a metalness map to work. The white areas are the areas that are metal, the black areas are the areas that are not metal, and that's kind of, and you don't tend to get a lot that's in between the two. That channel is basically exposed by ticking this material switch here, texture metallicity, and that should give you this. There's a good chance it's going to look a bit odd in here, and the metalness, based on the previewer, can look a bit over the top, but don't worry too much about that. That's just the previewer. The other thing I would say as well, where people come a cropper on it, is that there's this other thing here called the material specular colour, and actually changing this basically controls the specular colour of the object, which, if it's metal, if you think about how metals work, they reflect back the colour that they are, and normally this is something that's calculated by just taking the albedo and using that, sampling that colour and sending it back. However, doesn't quite work like that in these shaders. So you can actually change this material specular colour. So you can see this one at the minute is set to this colour here. This is kind of similar to this, but if I changed that, if I decided to go and pick something else, like say this pink, you can see the effect it would have. And if you export it with this colour on, that's what it will come through with. So essentially, you can imagine this specular colour essentially being like a tint that can be applied. So that's just something to be aware of, that you might have stuff that you're expecting to come through as, like say, silver, and it's going to come through maybe gold looking because of this, or brass looking, and it's just to be aware of that and to play with that value to get something that works as you want. But other than that, this should be able to be sent out as normal and will work fine.